Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Let's Talk Football, of course, the one channel where we talk about football, particularly the Premier League. Yeah, so Frank Lett, who is of course a Manchester United fan, could finally get a haircut by the end of tomorrow if Manchester United wins West Ham. If they're able to make it the fifth consecutive win, that's a fifth win in a row, Frank Lett would get his haircut. But if they fail to win West Ham tomorrow, that means he would keep carrying his hair till whenever the club is able to win 5 games in a row. All right, so just in case you do not know, Frank Lett is a Manchester United fan who in 2024 said he was not going to get his hair cut till Manchester United wins 5 games in a row, and since then it was looking like it was a very impossible task, of course, from when Ruben Amorim took charge from Ten Hag. The club found it very difficult to actually win 5 games in a row, but it looks like his dream is finally coming true. Of course, Manchester United have won 4 games since Michael Carrick took over at the club, thankfully. Of course, starting with Man City, and then we saw the game against Arsenal, and then we saw the game against Fulham, a very tough match, and then we saw that game against Tottenham on Saturday. It was one game that many already said Manchester United were not going to win, and I feel like it's Manchester United's time to shine. And I remember in one of my videos I said that with what we've seen so far, it looks like Manchester United have finally found their mojo back. They finally become prepared to compete for the Premier League and try to fight their way back into the Champions League, and that's what we are seeing. So as it is now, I can confidently say that Manchester United is competing for the Premier League trophy. And the fact is that they're not just scoring goals, all right? They are entertaining. If you watch that game against Tottenham, you would actually tell that Manchester United were in complete control. They were practically enjoying themselves in that game. The whole 1-1 touch, in the game. And I think one thing I like about the resurgence that we're seeing at Manchester United is the fact that the players are scoring. So you have almost everybody scoring. And of course, I do not mean the defenders, but you have the forwards. So you have Mbeumo scoring, you have Cunha scoring, you have Bruno Fernandes scoring. So it looks like some sort of competition among, the players, and it makes sense really. It tells you that there's this new culture at the club, where the players have an instruction just to keep scoring. And each time I watch them in the past 5 games we've seen, I am really happy, with where they are currently, and I just hope that it's something that would continue. And I'm particularly hopeful for Frank Lett, ahead of that game against West Ham tomorrow. Of these 5 games, West Ham looks like it's the easiest, because imagine winning Manchester City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Fulham. Then who is West Ham? That the club cannot win them. But of course, it's football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm talking about that game on Saturday. Of course, Bruno Fernandes got the second goal. It was one hell of a goal. It's something that not every player can score. It looked very simple in the face, but it's something that requires high technicality. So he got the second goal after, of course, I think it was Mbeumo that got the first goal. All right, so congratulations to the guys. If you hear the roar at Old Trafford, you can tell that victory is sweet. Yeah, so talking about other games, Manchester City played Liverpool yesterday. That game ended 2-1 in favor of Manchester City. Liverpool actually got a red card, sadly. So the tie for the top 4 is really strong this period, and no club wants to really sleep on it. So of course, Arsenal played Sunderland over the weekend as well. That game ended, I think it was 3-0 in favor of Arsenal. They are sort of solidifying their place in the top 4, because they know that every club is now serious, especially the kind of performance we've seen Manchester United pull recently. And I think Chelsea also won their game. All right, so it's another week. Of course, we'll have series of matches lined up for this midweek. Of course, we'll wait to see what really happens. But the fact is that no club is really sleeping this period. With what we've seen from Manchester United, every club is now serious, of course, and they understand what it means to miss or to lose a game or to even draw a game. All right, so we'll wait to see what happens tomorrow between Manchester United and West Ham, and I'm hoping that Frank Lett will finally get to cut his hair. This is me wishing Manchester United well. This is me wishing Michael Carrick well. And of course, there have been discussions around his future, if he's really the person long term for the club. And if you ask me, like I said in my previous videos, Michael Carrick is the man for the job. There was something Bruno Fernandes said, at the end of that game. He said that what really stands Michael Carrick out is the fact that he speaks the language that the players understand. Michael Carrick is not necessarily exceptional. It's just that the players like him. He is giving them some sort of leeway to do what they can. And I remember Bruno Fernandes also said it as well. He's not necessarily boxing them. He's just letting them be themselves, express themselves. And that is why you see them, almost every player, on top of his game. And that's one thing that really stands managers out. So if you ask me, I would say that the management really needs to consider him long term. Of course, what matters at the end of the day, beyond the number of years that someone has coached, is the ability to get wins. So if he's able to get wins at the club, what else matters? And then he's letting the players play the kind of game that they enjoy. Then why not give him the contract? Yeah, so my suggestion to the management would be to give him to the contract, even though I know that, of course, they would have to wait till the end of the season. But with what we've seen so far, he is the best person for the job. All right, so just drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Michael Carrick deserves, the permanent deal at the club? And what were your thoughts, from the game on Saturday against Tottenham? Were you impressed with what you've seen, and what are you expecting moving forward? And particularly tomorrow, against West Ham, do you see Manchester United making it 5 wins in a row? Talk about, Manchester City. What did you see yesterday? Do you think Manchester City is also competing for the EPL, or do you think Arsenal are already going home with the trophy? Just share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. As always, bye for now.